I'm Leslie Wood, and I'm a proud graduating member of Class 23 with Opportunity Junction. I would recommend Opportunity Junction to anybody who's at a crossroads in their life. For me, it was life-saving. By the time I was in high school, I was already pretty much lost in my addictions to alcohol and drugs. I started drinking really young. It was in my home, and I just picked it up. And by the time I was in high school, I just didn't really feel the same as other people, so I was looking for something to do to fit in, and that was it. I was in a really abusive marriage for about 5 years. So I managed to get away from him. I started selling drugs and stuff like that to get by. Then when my boys were 10 and 13, their father came back and got custody of them and moved them 3,000 miles away. So that was difficult for myself and my daughter. And that's when I met Artie, the man I ended up falling in love with. I ended up getting housing, so things should have been good. The thing about addiction, though, is it's a progressive and incurable disease, and it always gets worse. It always gets worse for the addict when they're still using. And so I was at this point doing things I had sworn I would never do, never even thought about doing. I was writing checks, stealing checks and writing them in, robbing houses, breaking into cars. So I ended up in jail. And by the grace of God, when I was in jail, I was allowed to go finish my sentence at a recovery program. So I did about 90 days in jail and about 90 days in program. While I was in program, when I was 21 days clean, Artie passed away. And he was 41 and he had a heart attack as a direct result of his own addictions. From that, I learned how precious life really is, how much my kids really need me sober, and I also learned that I could get through anything and that I didn't ever have to use again. Prior to coming to Opportunity Junction, I had only had part-time jobs. I had mowed lawns, worked as a painting assistant. I had a little bit of clerical experience, but not anything steady. I had been supporting my kids on welfare and food stamps and through criminal activity for a long time. So when I got here to Opportunity Junction, I wasn't even sure if they would take me. So what I expected was computer classes, computer training, and help getting a job. And what I actually got was so much better than that. The computer classes were really comprehensive and fun, and I got all A's. But the life skills classes helped me to build my self-esteem, helped me to feel like I deserve to be here. At Opportunity Junction, they even have a counselor available who helped me through a crisis when I was getting my son back. He's back in my custody now and living with me. When I graduated, it was one of the proudest days of my life. All 4 of my kids were able to be here with me. It was wonderful. Started sending out my resume, and within just a couple of weeks, I actually got an interview with a place that was looking for an office manager. I got a first interview, I got a second interview, and then I got hired. I've been there for a year and a half. I make a living wage. I've been off welfare for a year and a half. I've been off food stamps for at least 9 months. I really feel like the sky's the limit at this point. My life is completely different. For fun, I go hiking and backpacking and snowboarding, and my kids are proud. And when they need something for school, I can buy it for them. With Opportunity Junction's help, I am now a productive member of society, and I'm not just a proud mother, I'm a mother my kids are proud of.